The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Gun! 11. Space. Look out! Look out!
Now a play fake here on first down. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Demarcus Lawrence in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
20, wait! Gun.
A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there, Ryan to Jones. 41 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
Get up! Go!
They go play action here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. Coleman has it here right side. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Call it a gain of 3. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Left! Hey, south! Hey, go!
Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Here's Bosher to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
46. Go, get out there. 47. 26.
Here's Prescott. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving him a whole lot of credit and thanking him for that much space to rumble.
It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Here we go, 46. 26. Here we go, 46. Here we go, 46.
Prescott. He'll rifle this one deep right side. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Tyrone Crawford in on the tackle.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Hey, Tuesday. Gun. On.
They go play action now. Ryan throwing the out route incomplete. It's Coleman. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Give him 8 on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession.
Let's go.
They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go play action with Ryan. The left side completion to Jones. A good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher. Guys trying to get to the football.
Ryan to Jones, the Falcon connection there for a first. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Play action. Ryan flushed out right. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On third down, Devontae Freeman. And the athleticism on the spin. Up the first before he's brought down. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Ito Smith, his first carry. And a short gain down to about the 33. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got room. Touchdown, Falcons. Ito Smith, 33 yards. And the Falcons will extend their lead. Bryant's extra point up and good. And it's now 14-0. Here's Bosher to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start the drive with Elliott. He can't get him down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up the touchdown.
On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. He got 29 yards that time.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 12 more yards there and another first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Switch. Hey. Here we go, 46. Here we go, 47. Over here. Right there. 26.
A first down throw for Prescott. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play, but the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. On second down, Elliott. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it first and goal.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Now Elliott. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. He'll get it up the middle. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal. So it's third and goal, and now the question, can this Falcon defense stand tall once more? And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road in just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made. And that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Throwing. Prescott. Steps away to his left. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 21. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Tuesday.
Play action. It's Ryan. Escaping the pressure right. And that is out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Off play action. Ryan. Dancing to his... And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. Third and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But
silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Oh, now he bowls him over.
We all know that teams never want to use the word panic, but if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Get out. Here we go, 47. 46.
A second down throw for Prescott. He's going to rifle one deep left side. It's caught at the 10. A big play here for Dallas. 51 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jeff Swaim from 8 yards out. And the Cowboys cut into that lead. And the lead cut down to 9. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you know, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that is playing with that emotion and that sense of pride and fire.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there. 75 yards. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. And he'll bang that one through. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Here we go, 46. Here we go, 46.
Prescott on first down. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Tack McKinley coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12.
Here you go. Here you go, 46. 26.
Second down, Prescott. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down.
Let's go, get out, get out. Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. We'll go 47. Switch, hey. 21's the whip. Hey, we're going right there, 26.
They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. It's Desmond Trufant. Well, he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Here's Bryant for the extra point. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and the lead is now 24. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.